In the day's other news, the death toll from Saturday's 7.2 magnitude earthquake in Haiti soared to more than 1,400 people. 6,000 others were injured. The quake's epicenter was about 80 miles west of the capital, Port-au-Prince. Rescue crews raced to extract survivors and victims from the rubble before Tropical Depression Grace inundated the area with heavy rain. Haiti's prime minister appealed for an organized humanitarian aid operation.
In this crisis, we want more appropriate responses than those we received after the 2010 earthquake. All aid that will come from outside the country must go through civil protection. I do not want aid to arrive in a disorderly manner where everyone decides what they want.
And we'll get the latest on the devastation in Haiti right after the news summary. Tropical storm Fred regained strength with winds up to 65 miles per hour as it barreled into the Florida Gulf Coast today. Flooding was seen along the shoreline in St. George Island before the storm made its way into Panama City. The National Hurricane Center warned of heavy rainfall and flash floods across southeastern states as it moves farther inland this week. On the pandemic, New York State will now require all healthcare workers, including staff at long-term care facilities, to be vaccinated against COVID by September 27th. That comes as New York City's vaccination mandate for indoor activities officially goes into effect tomorrow. Mayor Bill de Blasio warned anyone using fake vaccination cards will face consequences.
That literally could result in prison time as much as 7 years. So I want people to understand that is not something to play around with. We're in the middle of a pandemic. The vaccination card's a pretty sacred document to tell us who's vaccinated, who's not.
Meanwhile, the Texas Supreme Court moved late Sunday to temporarily block a mask mandate that was issued in 2 of its largest counties. Infections have skyrocketed in the state in recent weeks. The Biden administration is permanently boosting food stamp benefits by 25% over pre-pandemic levels. That is the largest single increase in the history of the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which helps provide healthy food for low-income families. The new increase goes into effect in October for all 42 million SNAP beneficiaries. Nearly 15,000 structures in Northern California are still under threat tonight by the Dixie Fire. More than 6,000 firefighters are working to contain the month-old inferno, which is 31% contained. It's one of about 100 wildfires burning in more than a dozen western states, fueled by hot, dry, gusty weather. For the first time ever, U.S. officials have declared a water shortage from the Colorado River amid an historic drought. The waterway serves around 40 million people in the West. The U.S. Bureau of Reclamation warned that record low water levels at the river's Lake Mead Reservoir will trigger water allocation cuts to Arizona, Nevada, and New Mexico beginning in October. Stocks were mixed on Wall Street today as investors awaited major retail earnings reports this week. The Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 110 points to close at 35,625, a record closing high. The Nasdaq fell 29 points, and the S&P 500 added 12 to also notch a record high. And federal regulators are investigating Tesla's automated driving system after a series of collisions with parked emergency vehicles at crash scenes. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration identified 11 such incidents since 2018. 1 person died and 17 others were injured. The probe covers some 765,000 Tesla vehicles from model years 2014 to 2021. Still to come on the NewsHour, how Haiti faces another disaster, struggling amid the rubble. Tamara Keith and Amy Walter break down the political impact of the fall of the Afghan government. And we sit down with Secretary of Interior Deb Haaland.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.